I would recommend Brand Satellite to anyone that's looking for going through branding at really any stage. We were very much at the early stages of wanting to go in depth with our branding, and it's been incredible. The process itself has been incredible, but the aftermath of going through the workshop has been transformational for our organization. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I think it's something for just giving yourself clarity, for giving yourself confidence as a brand, as an organization. And it just makes things so much easier as you move forward after you've got a very clear brand and very clear branding. My name's Emma. The business is called Be United, and actually we're a charity. We're based in Edinburgh, but we work across Scotland. And our mission is really to advocate, nurture, and champion Black people working in the creative sectors. We specifically work within performing arts, events, and the screen sectors. So the situation before going on the brand creation workshop was we, as an organization, had grown quite significantly in the previous 2 years. And the challenge or the pain point, I guess, was that we didn't feel that our branding reflected the kind of growth that the organization had gone through. We'd established a trading company. So we also had a charity and a trading company. We were working in a new sector, and the level of work that we were producing, we just didn't feel was reflective in our brand. And also that our language wasn't very clear. It wasn't very, how we spoke about ourselves as an organization wasn't very clear for the people that we were potentially trying to reach. We kind of looked across a wide range of trying to work out, was it our visual branding that we weren't happy with? Was it like the language, the words that we were using? Was it just our website? Was there just elements of the brand? So we kind of did a bit of an internal scoping exercise. And then when we realized that actually it was quite a full rebrand that we wanted to go through, we then just did our research to find various people and organizations that could deliver the kind of the fuller picture of the rebrand. We decided to go with Brand Satellite. The website was definitely the thing that caught us. We were kind of searching for different branding agencies across the UK, and then kind of more specifically in Scotland. Everything about Brand Satellite seemed very professional, and like they could take us from a place of maybe uncertainty and not really sure what the process would entail, right through to where we wanted to get to. Since the process, we've been like super clear on our language and our USP, and it's just made everything easier. Like how we can speak about ourselves as an organization, how we can write funding applications, we can write to people, all of that. So I love that part of the process. But I just felt the whole workshop was very well paced. Like I said, we came in a bit very uncertain and not really sure what the process would entail or how it would sort of come to life. And I felt like there was a lot of chance for everyone's voices in the team to be heard, and time for us all to think and reflect about the kind of our branding and the direction. And I really loved some of the examples that you used, and there's one that stuck with us as a team. There was something that Giles did during the workshop with oranges and talking about what customers and what people will catch about a brand. And it was just a really visual, creative way to demonstrate some of the ideas that he was teaching and giving us. And actually, we've spoken about that particular part of the workshop as a team a lot of times. So it really landed with all of us. Yeah, so it was just great. It was very interactive as well. For a very creative team, it's those kind of interactive activities are great. The three biggest positives I've experienced through going through the brand creation workshop. I mean, the first one is without a doubt is that how we are able to speak about ourselves is just so much clearer now. There isn't maybe uncertainty, or there isn't like several people kind of saying things the same sort of thing in like lots of different ways. So it feels like we've got a organizational voice, which I think we'd in 10 years, it's probably the first time we've ever really had that. I think it's just given us like a platform to grow from. So we've got a very strong foundation. We've got a very strong branding base that um, sets us apart, sets us in our lane. We're very clear about who we are and how we represent ourselves now as an organization. And also for us to, as we build our trading company alongside the charity, it's getting much clearer about who our customers are, why we are going to be able to support them, and kind of it's supporting us to put ourselves out there and to pitch. So what surprised me most about the process was how intense it was, and intense in a very good way. There was just such depth to the thinking, to the preparation. After the branding process, we went through a massive funding um, process that will mean we've got 3 years or multi-years of funding. So we won't hear back for a few months about that. I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful that we get it. And yes, if we do get it, I think a massive part of that will be because of our branding, because of our language, and just being able to so clearly state who we are, what we do, who we're for, why we operate, and be able to tell the sort of story as well as all the facts and figures, like the story of our brand. So if we're successful, I think a massive part of that will have been from the brand satellite. I just like to add that I would just love to say again, thank you to Giles and to Brand Satellite, because it's really been an eye-opening experience, and one that, yeah, the results are really speaking, and I'm so over the moon with our new branding.